the guy that came up with the Dilbert comic. You may remember that. Dilbert. And very successful. He became a controversial personality a couple of years back when he said that white people shouldn't live around black people. And what? Prove him wrong. Look at everything that happens every day and prove what he said wrong. Here's the actual clip from a few years back of Scott Adams. It became memes. It became a very popular video clip. The big coffee cup. Scott Adams drinking out of this giant coffee cup became a meme to post whenever black people are doing something stupid, which is great. You know, he lives on. So here he is talking about that infamous clip that made him so controversial.
The best advice I would give to white people is to get the hell away from black people. Just get the fuck away. Wherever you have to go, just get away. Because there's no fixing this. This can't be fixed. Right? This can't be fixed. You just have to escape. The best.
Yep. We followed each other on X, and over the course of the years, maybe once or twice at most, DM'd a few things, and I've followed his account, and over the course of the years, he's a very smart guy. There was a video he did of feeling like a sucker, like a fool, like a victim. Not really a victim. He never really victimized himself, but taking the COVID vaccine. He had to get the COVID vaccine, and he believes that that was responsible for his cancer and how deadly his cancer was. So, you know, take that for what it's worth. But he also, the past year or so, he was on X just about every day. Not so much chronicling his illness, but his illness was very apparent. But he'd get on there and talk about all kinds of things, all kinds of topics. And he started getting into the religion thing, which I think a lot of people do when they see the end is nigh. And he had accepted Jesus Christ into his soul, and he's just hoping that worked out for him. You know, he wanted to hedge his bets, but he had been on there right up to the end. I mean, there is video of him from I think yesterday. He was doing a show, one of his shows, and the past 2 weeks, I guess, have really been devastating. Like, he went downhill very quickly in the past couple of weeks. In the past few months, he had lost the ability to walk. He was in the hospital a few times, in and out. And then he just sent him home, you know, hospice care. And his ex-wife was the one caring for him right up until the end. I couldn't imagine that. Oof-ah. It'd be fucking cheering on the disease if that was my ex-wife. But I guess today, this morning, he had passed away after that very public illness. But as I said, he never wallowed in self-pity. He never came off as angry. You know, there's a certain frustration, I would gather. But he always just tried to impart some knowledge, wisdom of his years, and make some kind of a mark in life, a difference, help out. He published a few books on not so much self-help, but just kind of an outline for being successful, getting through life, and things like that. So he definitely left his mark, and nice enough guy, very smart, very intelligent man, and R.I.P. Bon voyage, abonanum, and fucking People magazine, which I didn't even know was still a thing. People magazine, they decided to cover the story of his passing, and this is what they decided they were going to print and make public. Scott Adams, disgraced Dilbert creator, dies at 68. Disgraced? Is it a disgrace to speak openly and honestly about what is going on? When they took it down, I thought, wow, did people actually think maybe that was a little harsh for a guy that just died and has this long career of actually making people happy? A lot of people enjoyed his cartoon work, and maybe they thought, no. They just wanted to try to protect that lump of shit writer that had to smear him right up to the fucking end. Literally his dying day. And you got to smear the fucking guy like that? Disgraced. Yeah, you could only hope to be as disgraced in life as Eric Adams, Scott Adams was. Fucking disgusting. People are fucking terrible. But it was like very public. Very public. And, you know, you watched the physical toll. Good for him. And thank God his mind never fucking wavered. I mean, he was right up till the other day. I watched one of his shows. I think it was from maybe 2 days ago. And they had him on Dilaudid and all kinds of other pain medication, morphine-based shit. And he was having trouble talking because of that. It was like, you know, Stuttering John when he's all drunk. A little slur going on. But his thinking was right there, right up until the end, which, I don't know, curse or blessing, depending on who you are. You might not want to be cognitive and aware and up at the end, but then you might want to have all your faculties. But they were just putting him on pain medication at that point, just deaden the pain and, you know, wait for him to check out. But you know, X is an amazing thing because we saw how that affected him every day over the course of the past couple of years, and the physical toll and what that's like, how it affects your mental state and your priorities and things like that. And no one would ever see that years ago. You know, a family member, if a family member was ill, or maybe a close friend, you would experience that and see it. But having someone on social media being that courageous to show themselves literally dying, deteriorating away, and talking about it, it's, you know, it's a bit morbid. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. A lot of people wouldn't want to watch that or see it, but he wasn't doing it so much as let me put on a show. He wanted to be active and do these shows that he's done for years without the disease stopping him from doing it. And one of the side effects to that was exposing the public and his fans and followers and whatnot to how devastating his disease was. So very, very courageous thing to do. A lot of people, Norm Macdonald, I'm not saying he wasn't brave or courageous or anything. He handled it differently. Not saying a word, not telling anybody. And then all of a sudden you heard Norm Macdonald died. Like, what? How the fuck did that happen? So people handle things differently. And this is the way Scott handled it. And more power to him. So rest in peace, Scott Adams. Your Gilbert cartoons will live on. Your big coffee cup, move away from the blacks meme will live on. And Godspeed.